Just got done editing this interview. You guys are going to love it. Before I do that, though, I want you to know that I'm going to be in the comments for the next 30 minutes or so answering your questions. If there's additional questions you want me to ask the CEO next time I interview them, leave them below. Or if you're just loving the data points I get CEOs to share, click the thumbs up button below. That's your way of telling me you're loving this stuff, and I'll get you more of it. Additionally, again, I'll be in the comments answering any questions you have. All right, for 30 minutes. Enjoy the interview. Hello, everyone. My guest today is Bo Pokstefl. He studied innovation management and marketing in Denmark and in the US. And then after his studies was invited to launch a social media tool developed in a leading ad agency in Central Europe to the market. In under 4 years, he and his team built a tool with more than 4,000 brands and agencies on board, such as IKEA, BBDO, and VML. The company is called Kontentino. It is a social media management tool for marketing teams. Bo, you ready to take us to the top?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. So give us an update. Last time you were on was, again, about a year ago at this point. So tell us what the company does if people missed that episode.
Sure. Kontentino basically is a social media tool which helps to collaborate and approve created content. It's basically like Asana and Hootsuite would have a baby.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So are you still paying, like the average customers, are they still paying about $100 a month? What's the ARPU?
The ARPU is slightly higher. It's 115. We are working on this. We are planning actually to increase our ARPU next year. We are changing our pricing models, just trying to monetize.
Why do you want to change your pricing model?
We figured out that our plans have quite a big barriers when you want to grow your team. So our pricing model currently is based on users, and there are quite a big jumps, like 10, 20, and 30. And
10, 20, or 30 what? Seats or price point?
Seats.
Price per seat.
So price. Basically, there is a plan from up to 10 users. There's a plan up to 20 users. There's a plan up to 30 users. And we figured out that it's quite a barrier for them to upgrade to higher plans. So we created something like a middle plans, like plus plans, and it became quite popular. So the customers start to grow with us. And now we figured out that, okay, we are going to launch several different add-ons into product. So we are going to basically create 2 plans, which are going to basic and premium, but you are going to be able to choose if you want to have 10, 15, 20, 25 users. So basically the jumps on users are going to be smaller, and you can basically easier grow.
So what will you upsell against? So if it's not going to be number of seats, it's going to be feature-based upselling or usage-based upselling, or what?
There are basically 2 axes. One is feature-based upsell. So basically, if you are very advanced advertising agency or very advanced social media team, you will need to have this pro plan. But secondly, the upsell is based on lowering the barrier of adding more seats into Kontentino.
What's the most effective feature that you have on your expensive plan that people upgrade for?
I would say it's called content base. It's for managing multinational brands. So the brands have control over the brand across multiple countries. I would say that's the best premium feature we have.
And where are you today? I know you launched the company in 2016. How many customers are you serving today?
We have over 700 paid accounts, but in those accounts, there's over 4,000 brands and agencies.
Okay, so basically, what does that mean? So basically, there's 5 or 6 brands per customer?
Or agencies. It depends.
Okay, yeah. So 700 customers across kind of 4,000 agencies or brands, and they're paying $115 a month on average. I mean, can I back into you just passed $1 million in ARR, or you're about to?
Within 2 weeks, I hope so. Within 2 weeks, we're waiting for that.
That's good.
The champagne is in the fridge, so.
Well, that's good because about a year ago, you were half the size, right? About $40,000 a month in revenue, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, to be honest, this year was not the greatest when it comes to scaling and growing. We had much more ambitious plans, but what we realized, we've been basically stabilizing the company. So we hired 10 more people from 7 to 17. We've been setting up processes. We've been setting up, for example, objectives and key results. So we became much more mature companies, not this punk style we've been. And basically it kind of slowed down the scaling what we have planned.
So 17 people, how many engineers?
Five, six is the sixth one is coming soon.
Okay. And do you have any quota carrying sales reps?
Yeah, we have quite a large customer success team. We don't do outbound sale. We have more like onboarding team and customer support and customer success. And that's
How many have
seven people.
How many have quota though? How many like quota reps?
What do you mean by that?
Where they are paid based off a base plus commission. They get a percent of all the sales they bring in.
Well, how we are paying our customer sales, our customer care reps is basically that we have plus MRR every single month, right? Nets plus MRR. And based on that, every single customer sales or customer success rep will get some kind of percentage from that. So they have fixed based on their seniority. It depends how senior they are, what is the level. And then basically every single one will get the same portion of because the net MRR is very important for us because we are focused more on monetization, retention, and all of that. And if on the one side we are getting a lot of new clients, but on the other side they are churning, it's also their responsibility. So we don't want to.
So are you paying them based off new customer additions or upsells only?
It's all combined. It's net plus MRR. Basically, it's churn, downgrade, upgrade, newly acquired. It all combined, and at the end, you've got net MRR.
Interesting. And so what does that look like? Those 7 reps, if you'll say, hey, our goal for next month is to have $6K in net new MRR. If you hit it, everyone gets a $100 bonus.
It's much more. It's much more than a $100 bonus.
Well, how do you get to whatever the bonus is? Is it a percent of something, or
it's about we have some kind of goals, how much money certain seniority level reps should earn, and it's always about 40 to 50% from the salary. So basically, you have let's say, just an example, 1,000 euros a month. That's your goal, and you are getting 40%. That's the commission percentage for commissions.
So add it all up. Let's move away from talking about individual sales reps, but altogether, next month, what do you want your net new MRR to be? What's your target?
Our target is about, actually, you said it right, it's about 6,000 to 7,000 euros.
Okay, and of that 6 to 7, if you hit that, what percent you'll pay out? About 40% of the 7,000 out in commissions?
No, it's okay. I explained myself kind of wrong. They're getting, if the rep is getting salary 1,000 euros, he will get fixed 600 euros, and 400 euros is the commission. If they're gonna hit, I don't want to really share this. It's kind of.
Well, my question is really on the 7,000 net new you bring in next month. How much of the $7,000 will you pay out across your entire sales team if that goal is hit?
I believe it's about 7,000. It's about 100.
Okay, so it's about 100%, but it's one time.
It's about 100% to the whole team.
Yeah, got it. So you basically distribute one-time commission, 100% of net new revenue each month to the team if they hit the goal.
Exactly, approximately.
Got it. Okay, interesting. Let's talk about churn. Last time I came on, you said you had about 14% annual revenue churn on a gross basis. What was that over the last 12 months?
Oh, it got worse. We've been challenged by not having Instagram direct scheduling API, which our indirect competitors have.
Who is that indirect competitor?
It's Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprout Social, these guys. So more like scheduling tools. So we lost all of those customers who've got bigger pain in Instagram scheduling than in collaboration, teamwork, and approval. So we lost all of those guys. But now we stabilized it, and it's about 12-11% a year.
Okay, 12%. So over the past 12 months, you churned about 12% on a gross basis of your revenue?
Yeah.
And what about expansion revenue? So old cohorts that upgraded?
I don't know the percentage, but in the past 6 months, we are getting around 2,500 euros MRR from the expansion.
That's new each month?
New each month, 2,500, depending. At the beginning of the year, it was around only 500 euros. So we've been starting to focus really on expansion, building really strong customer success a team which is able to do these upsells and help these clients grow with us.
Yeah, well, a year ago you had $40,000 in revenue, right? So ignoring all new customers between a year ago and today, if that 40,000 base is adding in terms of expansion somewhere around $2,000 or $3,000 per month, right? You can back into, call it $24,000 per year, and then you have the 12% churn, and you can kind of do it that way, right? Ish. Yeah. So that would be about 50% expansion, right? On 12% churn. So net revenue retention, you feel like is above 100%?
I'm sorry, what was the last thing?
When you add your expansion back to your gross revenue churn on your old cohorts, you feel like net revenue retention is greater than 100%?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. And then anything changed about how you're acquiring customers today? What are you spending fully weighted to get a $115 a month account?
Yeah, that's changed a lot. From the last call we had, we've been focusing quite a lot on Facebook ads, which was working very well, but it's very hard to scale. So currently we have multiple channels. We do a lot of social media monitoring. We do a lot of search engine optimization, a lot of PR. We are exploring more opportunities from review sites like G2 Crowds, Capterra.
How much are you spending on Facebook ads and all the direct paid stuff?
Direct paid, it's about 10 to 15,000 euros a month. It really depends how well is Facebook ad working, because there are some limitations. It depends if we are testing new campaigns on Google Ads. We are testing some other alternative, like for example, Capterra paid ads.
What's working better, G2 or Capterra?
For us, Capterra.
They're bringing you cheaper leads or higher volume or both?
Higher quality of leads.
Yeah. In other words, the clicks they drive you per month, the larger percent convert to a trial or paid Kontentino account.
Yes, exactly.
So what on your paid spend, about what are you spending to get a new paid customer at $115 a month?
It's about, the cost per acquisition is about 350, 360 euros.
Okay, got it. So you're looking at like a 3-month payback, something like still pretty healthy.
Exactly.
Now, have you done all this bootstrapped or have you raised?
We're still bootstrapped and we keep bootstrapping.
Bootstrap. I love it, man. I love it. Don't you love it when you're bootstrapped and you're like growing a company? You hear from all your friends that Bo, I just raised $5 million. And then you're realizing, yeah, but they're burning money. They hate their life. They hate their board. And oh, by the way, they're making no money.
Yeah, this is how I feel. No, it's a good feeling. It's more stressful, because you need to be very careful. You need to be cash positive.
Are you cash flow positive today?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
We are.
Like significantly?
Oh, yeah, I would say. I think that these data are not private. At the moment, we are around 85,000 euros cash positive.
On the year?
On the year, yes.
Yeah. So 85,000 divided by 12, you're bringing about $8,000 a month in profit. Yeah. That's great. So what do you...
So basically we are... Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Bo, restart your video. Just froze for me. I'll ask a question while you do that. So you're bringing on $80,000 in top line revenue per month. You're taking about $7,000 or $8,000 a month to the bottom line.
Yes.
Yeah, which adds up to about 85,000 so far net this year.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. Very good. Any plans to raise capital?
We are open to discussion. We have 3 criteria or requirements.
Hey, Bo, real quick, stop your video and restart it. You're frozen.
Okay, so can I just
don't hang up. Just don't quit the call. Just stop your video and then turn the video back on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll reset. So what are your 3 criteria when you're looking at potentially raising capital?
It's basically that they would really need to help us to go for enterprise, some kind of smart money, because this is something where we see quite a big potential.
Okay, good. So someone that's strategic investor that can help with enterprise expansion. What else?
Exactly. Then very strong entrance to US market. So I mean, US market is our second strongest market when it comes to value of customers. But we are not doing any heavy campaigns there. If someone with smart money will come, like, guys, this is what we can get. This is where we can get you in US market. Fine, we can talk.
And what's
so
the
that's
third?
Our second criterion. And The third criterion is basically if they have a connection with supplementary tools like HubSpot, Hootsuite, etc. And basically, I see a big potential in partnering up, in making strategic partnerships or possible acquisition.
And so if you did raise from one of these strategics, how much would you target to raise, you think?
This is something we are still discussing. I mean, it really depends. We haven't figured out the numbers yet, but it would have to make sense to really get us.
What are you talking, like $100,000 or $1 million or 10 million?
No, it's above 2 million. It's above 2 million.
Okay. And why is it definitely above 2 million?
To grow the team, basically, to really start to scaling in US market. So it depends. If the investor would be a very great fit for expanding to US market, great. We need 2 million for 1 year, 1.5 year. If they are helping us to get into enterprises, basically, we need to hire sales reps, which are very expensive. So we will spend that money for them. When it comes to making these strategic partnerships, I don't think that we will need 2 million. Yeah. It really depends.
Very good. All right, Bo, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Actually, right now, it's Predictably Irrational.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Yes, currently it is a guy from Slido. Jeez, I always forgot the name.
That's okay. Slido CEO.
I love Slido. They are great. All of those people there.
So number 3, besides Slido, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
I think still Intercom. Intercom is great.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
8.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Single, no kids.
All right. And how old are you?
28.
28. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Still do what you love and be the best at it. And then don't pretend to be someone else.
Guys, there you have it. Kontentino, founded in 2016. They're up 100% year over year, just about to break $1 million in run rate across 700 customers, paying on average $115 a month. They are bootstrapped and profitable. They take about $7,000 or $8,000 a month to the bottom line. Team of 17 people. Gross revenue churn annually 12%, but expansion well north of that. So over 100% net revenue retention. Spending $360 to get a new $115 a month customer for about a 3-month payback period. Would potentially raise more than $2 million. Have found a good strategic that could help them with the US market, enterprise sales, and connections to potential partners like HubSpot and Hootsuite. Bo, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
These CEOs rarely give these kinds of interviews. I hit them hard, I get the data, and I want to do it more. So if you want to get more of this stuff, make sure you subscribe up here. And then additionally, go check out one of my other CEO interviews right now.